SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey everybody, I'm your host, Grant. I got the alternative Big Cat, cool guy, put the paws up. If you rock with the Big Cat today, I'm gonna give you Carolina Panthers ungrateful motherfucking fans 10 reasons why you should be happy this Thanksgiving when it comes to the Carolina Panthers. But first, welcome before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? One love. You look at blah, blah, blah. Yes, no, maybe sometimes. If you look at the Panthers, give me the dab. Let's talk about 10 reasons. Get into it.
That boy is good.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, I did this list because the Charlotte Observer, shout out to the Charlotte Observer, came up with this same exact list, but I did not read it because I wanted to have a clear mind. So if you guys would head over there, check them out, see what they came up with. But here's my list. Number 10, the 10th reason why you should be happy this Thanksgiving when it comes to Carolina Panther organization and the team is that it's almost over. Yes, that's right, that's correct. No, it's not a cliche. No, I'm not being funny. This year has had its highs and it had its lows. Abysmal, disappointment, excited, promising. All these words will be the correct terminology to associate with the Carolina Panthers. This year had so much potential, but it rested on things out of our control, like injuries. It also rested on things that were in our control, like injuries. Yeah, playing your star quarterback in a meaningless preseason game. Your star quarterback lying to you about his injury, causing us 2 extra games. And mismanaging when it comes to coaching, GM, and a bunch of other things. But like I said, it also were things out of our hands that we can control. All in all, it's almost over. Promising future. We've seen a lot out of this team this year that leads me to believe that we are close. We're not far away. We're close. A few pieces here and there. But that's the 10th reason why you should be excited going into Thanksgiving.
Hell!
Number 9. The 9th reason why you should be excited going into Thanksgiving for the Carolina Panthers is the NFL draft. That's right. And again, I'm not being funny or sarcastic. I'm being honest. Now, I am excited because this draft has a lot of what we need. Offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Very deep. Matter of fact, too deep. I love it, man. And listen, I honestly believe we can get a high caliber offensive lineman and defensive lineman within the first 2 rounds. Super excited. Could you imagine the endless possibilities? Derek Brown and KK. Or my man Raekwon Davis and KK. You got Trey Smith from Tennessee, guard. You got Trey Adams from Washington, tackle. I mean, you got my man from Alabama, Tungalong, him. Wow. Ooh. I'm excited, y'all. This is kind of a dummy-proof draft when it comes to offensive linemen, defensive linemen. If we mess this up, then we got some for surefire dum-dums in this motherfucker. And that's just how I feel. But honestly, you guys should be excited about where we sit when it comes to the draft. Number 8, the future with Brian Burns. It looks kind of hot. Brian Burns, a man who was on a tear. And yes, the Big Cat will eat his words. Prior to the season, I did say we didn't want him. He was too small. I said he would get his ass washed like Lever soap if an offensive lineman down blocks him. Well, for the most part, he has proven me wrong. And yes, he does need to get a little bigger, but that speed, that quickness, the athleticism, the agileness, it's just too much for opponents. If it wasn't for this injury, then guess what? I guarantee you he would have been Defensive Rookie of the Year. Brian Burns, the future is bright with him, no pun intended. Brian Burns is a guy who I could see leading the lead in sacks rather sooner than later. I mean, he has a hell of a get off. You know what I mean? The way he bends corners reminds me of 6'4s and Comptons. You know, so, I mean, listen, if you can't get excited about that, then obviously you're just in ill mood. But Brian Burns is number 8.
The fuck is he talking about?
Number 7, Cam Newton getting his rest finally, even though it comes out of unfortunate circumstances. Listen, if you're not excited that Cam Newton finally got his rest, then you're obviously tripping. This is something I believe he needed for dating back to last year. He needed time at the beginning of the year to get fully healthy. Even though he did play in the 2 games, he's been gone for a whole season. So what that means, what does it mean? Well, it means that going into next year, you shouldn't have no excuse at not being healthy, not being rested up. He hasn't been hit all year. You're giving one of the most hit quarterbacks in the NFL of all time a full year to rest. So I think he's going to come out on an ass-busting tour. He's going to be knocking motherfuckers left and right out the box. So I'm excited. And like I said, it comes out of unfortunate circumstance. If he can remain healthy, he has a solid 3, maybe 4 years left in him. But at this point in this juncture, I honestly just want to say I'm rooting for him to come back healthy. And he's finally got that rest he so much deserves.
Is you dumb?
Number 6, we showed heart against 2 incredibly tough teams. Now the 49ers was a mulligan. We got our ass washed. Our coach got out coach. But when it comes to 2 other tough teams, the Saints, the Packers, we stood tall. We fought adversity in both games, and both games came down to the final wire. So that lets me know, man, like I said again, what I said earlier, we're only a couple pieces off. Really, we're only a couple pieces off. Maybe a coach is one of those pieces, you know what I mean? We're only a couple pieces off. I love the heart every show. We didn't bend, we didn't fold. This is Panthers way. I love it. I mean, you gotta really, really take in perspective of what we came from last year, man. Last year, this team folded down the stretch against some really bad teams. But the fact that we stood tall, and even though we did lose these games, we put up a hell of a fight. So kudos to you, organization. Kudos to you, team. We're going to be just fine. We're almost there, y'all. Hold on, fans. But you should be excited about the effort we put up against those 2 really good teams.
Keep pounding!
Number 5, we have an incredible hell of an owner. Better than Jerry Jones, may I say that? Yeah, I think he's better than Jerry Jones. A guy who listened to the fans, a guy who listened to the players, got us our new uniforms, got us the logo on the field, continued to make contributions in the community. If you haven't heard, check out the video. Bailed out 25 folks out of jail. And a lot of people say it's a publicity stunt. Let me tell you something. He dropped over 6 figures to get people out of jail. If it was a publicity stunt, what better publicity to do than to go to the local the Nick Ward, where babies who've been, mothers who had them out of, overdoses, drug doses, stuff like that. That'll be a good publicity stunt because everybody loves babies and kids. So not everybody loves people who made mistakes in life. So if it was a publicity stunt, he could have easily went to the hospital, but I think he genuinely loves people who give him a second chance. That shows you. I got respect for that. So our owner should excite you. I mean, endless possibilities. If my man said he's gonna build a new stadium, whether it be in South Carolina, North Carolina, uptown, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I honestly trust this guy. You know what I mean? I could sleep on this guy's pillow without having one eye open. You know what I mean? Can't go into everybody's shit like that. They'll rock your chimney, So, yeah, man, good guy. I just trust the direction that he's taking his team. And you guys should be happy about that.
Message.
Number 4, the development of Kyle Allen. Oh, I don't want to talk about Kyle Allen. Yeah, we're going to talk about Kyle Allen. Wow. Kyle, I'm proud of you, boy. Done a hell of a job this year. Now listen, we watch a boy come into his own and turn into a man. Yeah, adolescence, preteen, all that, right before our eyes. Start this year off hotter than July. Went down in the desert and just, squashed those guys. 4 touchdowns. And then you had some issues holding on to the ball. Also, you struggle with interceptions late in the season. But I tell you what, I felt like I was watching a guy that was developing right before us. And you guys should be proud of that. A guy who went to New Orleans and took us on another 17-play drive. Yeah, in a hostile territory. Got us within striking distance. Could have won it if we had some good play calling. Guy who went to Green Bay in the snow at nighttime. A rookie, a baby. Took us down there in Green Bay in that time. 1 yard drive. Went to the 1 yard line. Got stopped there. I'm telling you, man, this guy is special. Whether he be a hell of a backup or whether he be a starter, he's special. And I'm very, very proud to say that you were the quarterback this year for us. The outcome didn't come out quite like I expected it, far as from a record standpoint. But I tell you what, future's bright, young man. Keep your head in them playbooks. Never get settled. Never be content with mediocrity. Push the envelope. Be as bright as you want to be, young man, because you are a star.
Message.
Number 3. You guys should be happy because this defense showed improvement. Yes, big time improvement. We went from a team who couldn't get to the quarterback to a team that was terrorizing quarterbacks. Shout out to Ron Rivera, shout out to Hurney for bringing the guys in and implementing the scheme. This defense has shown promise the first half of the season. Sack Street Boys, the no-fly zone, all that shit in one. Yeah, we were shutting the folks down. But then the injury bug happens. KK gets gone. Bradbury and Dante Jackson, they get hurt. And then, oh yeah, one little more problem. We forgot to stop the run. You know what I mean? If we would have brought in the right personnel to not only be pass rushers but run stuffers, season could have been different. I promise you the season would have been different if we had KK out there. At least on the defense side of the ball. But nonetheless, that'll diminish what we have accomplished. One of the worst teams at getting the quarterback to one of the best teams. So kudos. Again, I'm going to reiterate what I've been reiterating this whole video. We're not that far off, y'all. A tweak here, a tweak there, a tweak anywhere, and we'll be all right. But this defense, I'm proud of you guys regardless. You guys showed out, and I know you got it in you. Number 2, DJ Moore. Wow. DJ Moore. Soldier, bro. A man on a mission. My man is the God of War. He's climbing Mount Olympus. He's coming for the grace, y'all. DJ Moore. It took another god or legend, or however you want to say it, and Steve Smith to call him out this year. But when he did, my man become possessed with rage, possessed with the spirit of competition. Ooh, yes, I love it. Balled his ass out. DJ Moore went bananas on niggas the second half of the season. Green Bay game, New Orleans game. Out there, one-armed Joe, hyperextending his sheet. Yeah. I mean, listen. He doesn't quite have that dog mentality yet, but you can see it's growing. It's growing in him. I even look at him, man, sometimes on the field, especially after the New Orleans games. He get angry. You see him start to get more vocal. Facial expressions starting to clench up. I like that. Yeah. Let the spirit of greatness possess your ass. Spirit of dominance possess your ass. DJ Moore, you guys should be proud. I'm telling you. He's probably going to crack 1,000. He's at 905 right now. But I tell you what, get us another solid receiver to go on the other side of him. I think we might just do all right, y'all. I wouldn't reach to get one, but DJ Moore, you're the truth, my friend. And I'm very impressed with what you've done this season. Keep it up, man. Continue to push the envelope. And the number one reason why you should be happy, Panther Nation, when it comes to the Carolina Panthers this Thanksgiving, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, that's right. They say lightning doesn't strike in more than one places at the same time, huh? Well, I beg the different. White lightning strikes in about 1,000 different yards. Yeah, dangerous is not the word to use when it comes to Christian McCaffrey. Elusiveness, deceptive, strength. I love it. This guy is a cornerstone for breakfast. You know how they got the breakfast pyramid where they say eat your eggs, eat your wheat, eat your sugar? Or take your vitamin C because it'll make you give you energy, boo. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey has been the sole reason why we have won at least 4 to 5 games I could think of. Just that damn dangerous. Even when you know what's coming, you can't stop him. My man's going to be the new face of the franchise once Mr. Newton leaves, or once he retires, or however that works out. He will be the face of the franchise after that situation. And I'm proud to have him on my team. I'm glad we don't have to stop him.
I'll be back.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, the Cookie Monster. Let your mama gargle these crumbs. Get in the comments section. Tell me what you think about today's topics. Tell me, what are you grateful for this Thanksgiving? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you disappointed? Disgruntled? Let that shit come out of you. I'm your host, the Gato. Pause up if you're fucking with the big kite. Make sure you subscribe. Tune into Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever else we is. Podcasts as well. Anchor FM, Google Podcasts. The whole 9. Let's get up out of here. Let the church say, damn. Don't forget to subscribe to the Carolina Panthers custom helmet giveaway video in the playlist. Once we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away free a $300 retail value Marvel's Avenger Carolina Panthers helmet. Keep pounding.